Some people will call me Easy, and I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. Yeah.
How did you create the name Final Lap?
Final Lap came up pretty random. I remember me and Eddie were in our DMs just writing back and forth, like trying to figure out a name or whatever, and we wanted something to do with vintage, but we didn't really want to have the word vintage or streetwear in the name of it, so we just came up like putting random shit together. We wanted some random shit, like we came up with all types of different names, like fucking Rebound and all types of weird shit. Then we finally just came up with Final Lap, and we like it because it got something to do, like it got the whole NASCAR theme to it and stuff like that. So yeah, we got a theme to the whole thing. So yeah, that's how we came up with that.
What's the history of Final Lap?
The history of Final Lap, man. Me and Eddie both started off thrifting. Like we were just thrifting on our own time, and then we randomly hit each other up like, hey man, we should probably like set up and like try to start like a shop or something like that. So we started off in the flea market, on the Beach Boulevard flea market, started up there, and that was a success. So we just kept things going. Like we would have like lines outside the flea market, people like walking in the flea market trying to figure out what the hell is going on in there or whatever. So yeah, we had traffic going crazy in the flea market. Then we moved downtown to the Jacksonville landing. That was a whole another step. That was another step up or whatever. We were doing good in there. Even though the landing was pretty much a ghost town, we still had it jumping. You know what I'm saying? Like we had it jumping. We had long lines, 100, 200 people in line waiting for us to open up and stuff like that. Unfortunately, the landing closed down, and now we here in the Beach Boulevard location. It's the best spot ever. Now we love it.
How was transitioning from so many locations?
The transition sucks, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. Like the whole moving process, we got so many clothes and so many shoes and stuff like that, and to gather all that stuff up and move it to a completely different location. Sometimes we would have to move it to storage first because we didn't even have a new location yet. So we had to, like with the transition from the landing to this location, we didn't even have a new location yet in mind because the closing of the landing was so sudden that we just had to pack everything up and put it in storage for some months or whatever. And then once we found a new location, we was able to like renovate it and all that stuff, and then start moving stuff over here slowly or whatever. But it took a minute though, so yeah, it sucks though, but it is what it is. We here now.
Am I driving okay? I think we're parked.
Gotta keep my pockets fed. Hollywood, niggas don't give a fuck about the folk. Niggas in the bitch don't need a buzzer to my diamond show. Hands wrapped, hanging out, double niggas in my dick, slanging out my dope house. Gotta keep my.
What are some of your favorite brands and why?
Some of my favorite brands, Starter, I like Salem Sportswear too. The Salem Sportswear got some of the best graphics. They got a lot of like sports graphics and stuff or whatever, like most of the sports tees and stuff. I used to do NASCAR tees a lot. I have so many NASCAR tees. That's really majority of my collection. Disney tees, like old Disney movies and stuff from the 90s or whatever. They got like some of the best graphics, like so nostalgic. And yeah, but for the most part, NASCAR tees. They got the best all over print tees and so many like endorsements on the tees and stuff. So many different brands and snack brands and stuff all on one tee, so you can't beat that shit.
What year, in your opinion, was the most vital to streetwear?
I want to say 2020, man. 2020, because everything kind of like closed down and stuff like that due to COVID or whatever. So a lot of people started like focusing on like reselling and stuff like that to get money and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, even though like brands like Supreme and Vape and stuff were like going down, but it's a lot of like upcoming brands that started coming up on the rise or whatever due to people. I feel like a lot of motherfuckers are just bored, so a lot of people just got into fashion or whatever, like getting on Instagram and flicking up, taking pictures and all that in their new fits and shit like that. Cause like I said, everybody was bored due to COVID, so yeah, Streetwear was on the rise last year. Still on the rise.
At what age did you get into clothing?
Since I was a kid, since I was a little jit, you know what I'm saying? My mom used to put me in all types of fits and stuff like that. She pretty much used to dress me for the most part until I got into like, I want to say like middle school, and I started kind of like focusing on my outfits more or whatever, but she was still kind of helping me out with the fits. But once I got in high school, I was completely independent on the fits. I was putting everything together, but I had already had like an idea of how to dress and stuff because my mom was already dressing me up. So I was coordinating everything by the colors and stuff like that, and then I was getting all the new Jordans every weekend. Every Saturday was a new release or whatever, so I was on top of my game with that every weekend, making sure I had the fit to go with it, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't lacking on that. So yeah, I've been on the fits ever since I was a kid, so yeah.
When did you and Eddie first link up?
Me and Eddie linked up, I want to say 2010, 2011. And that was due to like the shoe game. Like we was in like sneaker groups. I want to say they had a group called Duval Sneakerheads, DSH or whatever, and then they had another group called Sneaker Obsessions. I think Sneaker Obsessions still around, but DSH was like the first group that everybody was in or whatever. And that shit was so lit or whatever. But yeah, me and Eddie met back then. Eddie used to buy a lot of shoes for me back then or whatever. Like I had so many I want to say I had like 300-400 pairs of shoes. Eddie bought most of my shoes because we wore the same size. So yeah, that's how we got clicked up, you know what I'm saying?
What's your process for obtaining clothes?
Every now and then I hit the thrifts, man. I hit the thrifts. Well, I want to say that's pretty much a daily thing. Wake up first thing in the morning, probably at 9, 10 in the morning, I hit the thrifts. I try to hit all of them in the city for the most part, or at least 3 to 4 of them. And if I'm not thrifting, I'm at the flea markets with it on the weekends or whatever. And then every now and then I'll try to like buy bulk off for other people or something like that or whatever. The thrift used to be the only source, but now I done outgrew that or whatever. So I kind of like have to buy like bulk deals from people and stuff like that now.
What made you open up Final Lap?
And I was thrifting for myself at first or whatever, and then I like realized that, hey man, I can make profit off of the stuff that I'm picking up, because a lot of the shit I can pick up for myself, but we realized, hey, I can also pick up stuff for other people also or whatever. So yeah, we realized that we can make profit off this stuff or whatever. Then I started like posting on Facebook, like selling clothes to people on my Facebook page. People was buying them. I'm like, oh hell yeah, people buying this shit or whatever. So might as well like open up an actual spot for that, so people can actually pull up and shop instead of me having to drive and meet people everywhere. Made everything way easier. Now everybody can pull up whenever they want to and come shop.
Do you have any hobbies outside of clothing?
Yeah, man. I like to hoop. I like to play basketball and stuff like that. For the most part, whenever I'm not up at the shop, we all go out as a group and like shoot around, play basketball. And other than that, I like to work around with my artist Alexa Sophia, doing music and stuff like that. Hitting the studio, that's fun. Doing shows and stuff, that's fun. Like, those are my hobbies for the most part.
What was life like growing up?
Life was cool, man. For the most part, when I was growing up, I had both parents and stuff. So I just used to invite friends over playing games and stuff like that. I was into Pokemon cards hard though. Pokemon cards was the move when I was growing up. I remember I used to like hit Toys R Us and Books a Million and stuff and get Pokemon cards, and I don't know, Pokemon played a big role in my childhood. Like I was getting all the video games like Pokemon Red and Bluebird on the Game Boy, all that. Like, yeah, I don't know, a lot of video games, a lot of Ninja Turtles and stuff like that. I don't know, a lot of Power Rangers, crazy nostalgic stuff right now. A lot of that stuff kind of like motivates me to do this vintage stuff right now though, or whatever. Like thinking back to my childhood and stuff, like that's the type of teas and stuff I like to collect these days because it brings back memories for me and stuff. So yeah, that's how the childhood was.
What's some advice you would give to someone trying to open up their own clothing store?
Grind for the most part. If you don't do nothing else, make sure you grind, stay focused on what you're trying to do or whatever, because a lot of people get into this industry and they just want to give up after they, like, you'll start on it. Like a lot of people start on it and they'll go to the thrifts and stuff like that probably for a week or two or something like that, trying to source clothes and stuff like that. If you don't stay consistent with it or whatever, you're not gonna find the inventory or anything like that. So you got to make sure you're consistent. You got to make sure you're willing to put your all into it. And you just gotta, like I said, grind, man. Like you can't let nobody else get in your head and tell you that you can't do it, because you can. You can do anything you want to do. And yeah, man, that's how I see it. Like, do your thing, man.
What's a philosophy that you live your life by?
To be honest, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm careless. Like I really don't care about a lot of stuff or whatever. And I actually feel like that helps me get through life, because the more you like care and worry about a lot of stuff, the more stressed out you will be or whatever. Like, so a lot of things that usually stress the majority of the people out in the world, me personally, I don't care about it or whatever. Like that's how I stay happy most of the time, to be honest with you, because I don't stress about things that don't bother my life. Like if it don't affect my personal life, then fuck that shit. To be honest.
What's the meaning of life to you?
To hustle for me, you know what I'm saying? Hustling every day, you feel me? Like if you don't hustle, you don't eat. So that's what I do every day of my life. When I wake up, you know what I'm saying, and I get it in by any means. I find any way to get money, you know what I'm saying? Also, another thing is focusing on peace or whatever. Peace of mind is everything for me, you feel me? Like if I don't have peace of mind, then I don't want nothing else with life or whatever. Like I focus on that for the most part.
How can Jacksonville improve its social scene?
I feel like Jacksonville needs to do more for the youth in Jacksonville. Like I feel like everything is pretty much for like older people and stuff like that. Like we need more like restaurants and more amusement and stuff like that in the city. Like more events and stuff for the youth, like different events going on at the same time, because I feel like a lot of events get shut down and stuff like that because people act wild all at one event, because everybody's at that same event. Like we had like multiple events going on at once, people would be able to like spread out and do stuff at different events and stuff. Like most of the stuff we don't get much here, so we need more into the city, like more concerts and stuff, more stuff for the youth. Like I said, there's more focus on the youth.
Anybody that you personally want to shout out?
Hey man, shout out to the whole Final Lap crew, everybody else who supports Final Lap, all the customers and supporters and stuff like that. We appreciate everybody, man. Love everybody.
What's next for Final Lap?
We're working on a lot of events and stuff right now. We might even have like merch dropping soon. Who knows, man? Just stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff in store for y'all, so just stay tuned, man. Keep your eyes open. We coming.
Who is all on the Final Lap team?
We got an all-star squad, man. We got Eddie, of course. That's my partner in crime. We got Kim. We got Jordan Cruz, and we got Jordan Kilgore. We got that boy Chuck. We got Fado. We got my boy Darnell. We got Kamal sometimes, whatever. But yeah, we got an all-star roster, man.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years from now?
I see myself on top. I see myself on top, man. Like I don't really limit myself with nothing. I just see myself chilling somewhere, because I done already knocked out all my goals in life. I see myself on an island somewhere chilling, living my life however I want to live it, doing whatever I want to do, because like I said, an artist, a past life, did everything I wanted to do with myself or whatever, and knocked out all my goals. I feel like I'll be on top by then in 10 years. That's a lot of time.
What's your favorite style of clothing?
And I like tees like with all over prints on them and stuff like this, man. NASCAR tees, big all over graphics on them. Dope graphics. Every now and then you'll probably see me with a hoodie on or something like that with a dope graphic on it. Anything with cool graphics on it, I'm into that or whatever. Hey, this is Easy from Final Lap. Hey, we finna keep making moves and keep doing business, man. Make sure y'all come pull up and shop with us. Hey, you watching 47 Films, so we out.